heck is a segundo volante? The offseason was literally a day. Well, we didn't win the playoff. We won the Coppa Romania final. We lost to Steaua Bucuresti, which put us in second place. We beat Craiova 4-0. That gave us second place in the division, which is European football. And the next day, training started for the next season, which has gotten underway a little bit. Some of the friendlies that we've scheduled for this season, quote unquote this season, we're actually playing now because the season hasn't officially started. The transfer window has yet to officially open. It opens in 9 days. We drew Panathinaikos in the Euro Cup 2 We drew Panathinaikos in the Euro Cup 2 League Path second qualifying round. The Greek league is not a league I have loaded, so I can't tell how well they did. They probably came in fourth, judging on the finishing and everything like that. I think if we go back and if we go to the Greek Super League, it's not going to let us check. But they obviously had to finish like at fourth at best. That, however, is not the news. The news is we got a job offer. A couple weeks ago, I checked the available jobs. I may have actually done this last video. It's been a day since I sat down and I hopped on and I got back into things. And I applied for the job on kind of a whim. The interview didn't go as well as I thought it would. And they turned up and they offered me a job at 2,000 euros a week, a transfer budget of 100,000 euros, and a payroll budget of 125,000 euros. The team is Lechia Gdańsk in the Polish Ekstraklasa, which is, or the Polski Ekstraklasa, which is the Polish Premier Division. It's the top division in Poland. You're looking at teams like Lechia, Lech, Cracovia, Jagiellonia, Wisla Krakow. Lechia finished in 11th on 45 points. I've coached in Poland before. I had a Journeyman save earlier in the year that on the beta that was my personal save, and I coached Lechia for 2.5 seasons, and we came close to winning the Champions League. I think we got beat in the semifinal. One of the reasons I'm going to take this job, we're just looking at it here, is you get Champions League second qualifying round. You get prize money for finishing fairly high. The match rules: there must be one Polish under 22 player in the playing 11. Only players registered for the competition are able to play. 9 subs named, 4 or maximum 3 used. And George sees a bunny rabbit on the front lawn. They are out in force this summer. I don't know why. I went out to work this morning and there were 3 by the car. And, well, it could have been 2, and then when I looked down, it was 3. Bunny rabbits. There's no other requirements in terms of registration, so I can get some more European players in, although Poland has some very good players in it. One of the reasons, probably the big reason I'm taking this job is, that's a horrible color combination. They have a huge stadium. It's 41,000. It's almost, well, you know what, we'll go here. They have a huge stadium. It's 41,000. It's less than a decade old. Well, okay, this time around, yeah, it's 2028, so it's 17 years old. It's almost old enough to drive and vote legally. They're looking to spend some money in the future to improve. And I think coming in, okay, their finances are okay. That's big. One of the things going on here in Academica is we're losing money and we're not bringing enough in. They have a decent amount of season ticket holders. Their facilities in that are below average, but I'm positive once we start winning and bringing in some money, we can definitely get that changed. If we look here, my transfer budget and my payroll budget this year were what they were last year. At the end, we didn't get anything extra. Now we're going into Gdansk. I'm not going to say with one hand tied behind our back. It's more like both hands by our sides, and I'm okay with that. I am comfortable taking a team and building it up. The only thing they're asking us this time or this year is to not get relegated. Mid-table, top half finish, top half finish, top half finish, top half finish. We can definitely do that. If they can finish 11th If they can finish 11th place in the Ekstraklasa with the squad they have now, I'm positive I can do just as well as that, if not a little bit better. So we are going to accept this job. Now, I will say I did go back and forth for a little bit about whether or not to stay at Academica. The one thing that's really kind of put me off staying here is the fact that we're losing money every month. We're getting a decent amount of income from what can I do? We have a bank loan we're paying off. That's not so bad. We beat financial fair play. Income-wise, our biggest draws are prize money. We won the Romanian Cup. That was 300,000 euros. First league prize money, or not? That's not even this season. That's last season. Yeah, we got a sponsorship this season, which is the big reason we're where we are. But the other thing that's kind of hampering us is the league itself. Now, Romania has some good teams in it, and that's kind of the problem. You look at Craiova, they're worth 79 million. They have a big stadium. They're professional. They can bring in the bigger players. You look at Steaua Bucuresti, fallen giant. They're only worth 7 million, but again, they have a huge stadium. They can also bring in the bigger players. 1 or 2 good seasons, and they're back at the top. Voluntari, they're kind of odd. They're worth a decent amount. They have okay finances. They don't have a lot of season ticket holders. But the other one is Viitorul. Yeah, there you go. 1,500 seat stadium, but they're worth 26 million, and they've got great facilities. They've got great youth facilities. They're kind of one of the dark horse teams you scout for youth players. There's a couple, almost all the squads I just mentioned in Romania are like that. Here at Academica, average youth facilities, average training facilities. They got downgraded. I went to the board and said, hey, let's upgrade these. They said we didn't have the money. I'm saying our finances are okay. We're worth 3.7 million. We have a smaller stadium, and it was about half full this season. Now, the issue is I can keep winning here. I've got a very good squad that I am almost positive will win us the league this year if I choose to stay. The problem with that is you don't get money for winning. Your basic income, unless I'm looking in the absolute wrong place, and I'm looking in the wrong place in the budget. Entirely possible, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just Champions playoff. Yeah, here we go. So we finished second. We got 168,000 euros. And we paid out half of that in league bonuses for finishing second. So, and then if we go to the Euro Cup 2 second qualifying round, should we lose, if we win, or I think we get a little bit less than 63,000. I have to go back to what we got at Spartax. I just don't remember that off the top of my head. So, Panathinaikos is a decent squad. The Greek league's a decent league. We have our work cut out for us beating them. It's not entirely impossible, but it's kind of iffy. But the one thing, the big thing that's kind of I know I've said this before. The key factor, at least going by my own self-imposed rules. We look at Romania. They're currently 44th in the world. We fell 2 places this year. Poland is 33rd. And it's a bigger club in a bigger league. The money's better. There's a few restrictions this year, but I can definitely live with that. Head coach, 2 years, 2,000, finalized deal. And I'm going to save this real quick. Save game as Eastern Europe. Gdansk. Which has had a couple names throughout its long history. People my age will know it as the birthplace of Solidarity, the Lech Walesa group that fought back against communism. Was instrumental in, well, I think it was instrumental in helping the wall fall and Eastern Europe opening up. I've never been to Poland. It's a country I would love to go visit. When I lived over in Europe, my dad was in the Air Force. I know I've mentioned that before. The Berlin Wall was still the Berlin Wall. The Soviet Union was still the Soviet Union. Poland was off limits. You know, if I'd been a civilian, sure. But my dad was in the military. There was no way in heck I was going to Poland. So the move that is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Andrew Pexton has left Academica Clincini to join Lechia. Questions will be raised why Pexton made the decision to change jobs, will face pressure to bring immediate success to Energa Gdansk, given his former employers and previous standing. Academic Clincini will now be looking for a new head coach. Clincini will be paid €170,000 in compensation for Pexton. Meanwhile, Damian Korba and Peter Ospuswitz, Polish names, holy cow, Ospuswitz have exited the club as part of Pexton changes. These were two coaches, and they were absolutely horrible. This one whole thing about being reported, one bad result from being fired in 2020. Oh, good gracious. That's going to haunt me this save. Holy freaking cow. So, founded in 1945, Lechia Gdansk, a professional Polish club currently playing in the PKO Bank Polski Ekstraklasa. Lechia will be looking to build on their mid-table finish in the BPO last season. Play their home games at Energa Gdansk, possess below average training facilities, below average youth facilities. Best sells in the 2010s, so we're getting there. We'll get there. Oh, hey, look, a 424. A 424. Work within the payroll budget, minimum 2-year contracts, mid-table finish, top half, top half, top half. Nothing else. Strive to make progress on and off the field. No playing restrictions or anything like that. I'll do all these. I could have sworn I've gone through all of those, but I guess not. Yes, and yes. View ongoing negotiations. Ilya Vuktovic, 29 years old. Where's he going? To Lech. Yeah, okay. Going up to 900,000. We'll take that. Lechia players in the last year of the contract. Pierluigi Lupini. Absolutely no interest in signing a new contract. Strigio Bonsos. 2-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. We'll come back to this. Tactics induction. Okay. I haven't even looked at the squad, so we're going to get our first look at the squad here. Okay, so we're going to the club. We're going to the roster here. Second team, under 18 squad. Andre Patau, a midfielder, 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. I may just have to play a mid. We'll see how it works out. 20 years old, on loan from Benfica. Okay. Christian Pavlovic. Vince Smith on the right is also a very good striker. 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, 21 years old, German. Lukas Porszpa. Polish, 28 years old, midfielder. Good midfielder. Nice midfielder. 4-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. Ilya Vuktovic is out on loan, but he's probably coming back at the end of the season. If that's the case, Montenegrin, defensive midfielder. Okay. They're saying 4-star, 4-star. Yep, he's the guy I'm letting go because he's 29 years old. Gonçalo Costa from Portugal. Wingback, 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. Solid, we can work with that. Gregor Skolinski, young winger. Yeah, winger on the right, can also play striker. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, 20 years old. A lot of good young players here. We're just going to go down the list here. Chwoniak, 3-star, 5-star, 3-star, 5-star, Goncharov. We just wanted, but not. Well, the question is, how many of these guys are going to be here at the end of the contract? So from here to here are the guys leaving at the end of the month. Lupini has no interest in signing a contract. Petrau, let's see if we can extend him. You know what, we'll make an inquiry to see how much he actually is. They're saying 130,000, that's his value, but they're probably going to want more than that. Now, the 5 determination and 5 positioning is low for me. He's already on loan. Well, when does his loan end? I'm totally looking in the wrong place, aren't I? 6/30/2028. Is there an option to extend it? Or have we already made an offer? And that's the inquiry we made. So thus far, we sold 320, or we bought 325,000. We've sold 83,000. Looks like the big money was on this guy right here. Oh, this was the guy who came in last season, Marian Ioani, a keeper, 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Okay, so I think I'm going to call this an episode here. It's going to be a little short. We're not going to look at any of the games yet. Get through these inductions, do the interviews, and so on and so forth. When we come back, we got some friendlies scheduled. Season will kick off on, or, well, no, that's last year. So what's this season? What's the year before that? Season will kick off on or about July 17th. Yeah, on or about July 17th. So if I can schedule a couple more friendlies in here, I will. So, we've moved yet again. But this time, it's to a club I think we could probably stay at for a few years and get some success, especially if we get up into the top 4 and really start improving the team. And I'm really looking forward to this. They've got a lot of potential. The question is, can I fill it? That remains to be seen. If you did like what you seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, and I'd be interested in what you think of the move. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM21, and I thank you for watching.